Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Well, I want to talk about something kind of disturbing. AI slop. We are getting a lot of this on YouTube. I just recently, there was a trailer for the new Ed Gein TV series, the latest season of Monster, doing Ed Gein this year. And I thought, I haven't looked for any documentaries on Ed Gein for a while because I did a search a little while ago and I felt like I had all the good ones that were on sort of on YouTube and everything. And I just thought, I'll see if there's any new ones. And I just got a whole deluge of like around 20 minutes, all of them, where it was basically just AI generated, just AI talking, whether it was reading a script that they created or whether it was reading somebody's book or reading news broadcasts. And it was just an AI voice with either photographs or in some cases AI generated images, video and photographs, and just it was so hard to find actual documentaries and actual specials or actually there were quite a few podcasts by people, but I had a real hard time finding actual documentaries from actual people. It was all just the same AI, just talking and images and just slop, and I'm like, they're all the same, and they're all the same length, and they're all just flooding the search. And I'm like, this worried me. It's like I want to find the actual documentaries. How do I distinguish? I think we're going to have some categories like AI generated, AI created, AI voice, things like that. So if you want to actually hear a real person or find an actual documentary where someone actually, worked on it, there's gonna have to be options like that, because otherwise it's just going to be just like I said, a deluge of slop. And I'm just sort of realizing, oh, is this what people are talking about? I've been hearing for a while about this, and I hadn't sort of been, because I usually listen to podcasts and videos with people talking about stuff like me, just talking about stuff. And I guess I'm just sort of used to going to the same people in the last few years. And if you're just looking from scratch on a subject, or if you don't have regular sort of people that you listen to, or YouTubers that you follow, you're probably going to end up with a lot of AI generated slop. And I'm just like, oh God, is this the future? Is this it? Like, we've basically replaced human beings with AI, and I know people have been saying that for a while, but this is the first time I really felt it. And I just put a video on by God, what's his name? Dave Cullen. Now I know he's a right wing and all that, but I sometimes watch some of his takes because I like his take on some things, and I know I shouldn't be listening to any of these guys because of their views, political views and that, but frankly, there's no other competition, there's nothing else to listen to, because all the left-wing people, all the woke people that I share their opinions with are duller than dirt, and don't know how to grift and play the game, basically. So they don't come up in the algorithm. So yeah, I was listening to that, and he had this some new AI where you can create a conversation between two AIs, and it's like a podcast, and it's like two AIs talking like they're real people. And I'm like, oh my God, we are literally replacing people, and entertainment, has always been people. So what are we left with? And it just really scares me to think that, as an artist, I've kind of given up on so many things. It's like, well, there's an app for that, and you realize people don't value people creating art. People just care about money and convenience, time, convenience, money. So if an app can do it quicker, if AI can do it quicker, and I think the main problem is too few people have the ability to tell the difference, and no idea of quality and no standards, and no value for the human touch and actual artistry. And I've realised that artists like myself, we are redundant now. It's like an app can do something quicker and better than I can. If you're looking at the technical aspects of it, like, like they can generate a picture quicker. That's going to be probably more specific. Whereas me actually creating a piece of art, whether it's for the sake of the art or for an actual like client customer, we just can't compete unless you care about quality. But I mean, so far as time and money, I can't create an image as quickly as AI can. There's no way ever. Whether they could create an image like I would, because the only reason why AI can create is because it has scanned and read everything that every artist has ever done online. So it's just really disturbing. I just want to talk about it for a minute because I just have had these two disturbing experiences in a row where I was looking for content and all I found was AI Slop, all exactly the same, just flooding everything, and I just couldn't find anything that I wanted. And then just watching this video, and I have seen some examples like this of AI talking like a person, but the idea that you can just within 5 minutes create a podcast of two imaginary people, AI people just talking, it's like we've even eliminated just conversation between humans. Like, it's not even information like creating like a story or a speech or a documentary. Now it's just conversation, and when do they start duplicating personality? And it's like, it's just Skynet, knew it couldn't, get us with a bomb, like a nuclear bomb, so it's getting us like this. It's like how I feel. It's like, this is terrifying, and I really took for granted that I'd be able to create some art in my life. As I got older, I sort of thought, you know what, maybe I'm not like the young, fresh artist anymore, but I have knowledge, I have experience, and I'm sitting on things that I'm growing and creating, and now I realize those things are never gonna, be born because there's just not the need for artists anymore on that level. It's like, wow. I sort of thought in terms of, well, I'm a white male, I've got talent, I'm going to be fine. I don't have a lot of issues against me that other people do, and the fact I'm getting older is just being seen as being wisdom and having knowledge and experience, and I felt like I was creating things based on my experiences and what I've learned in life, and I felt like what I was saying was saying more, and what I was doing was better, and I sort of took that for granted that as I got older that would be my expression would be better. And I didn't realise that in a short period of time I would be redundant, and I should have been working really hard a few years ago when I didn't feel like I was ready, just because I should have been able to see where this was going, but I didn't, because I value artists and humanity and humans, and it never occurred to me that AI and robots could replace us and people would just accept it and embrace it because it's quicker and cheaper. I just don't think like that, and I just can't believe that that's what's happening. And it's terrifying, because what are we going to be left with? And where are we going to be in 10, 20, 30 years? Where are we when I end my life, where are things going to be, and how am I going to end my life? It's like, it's really scary. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. I didn't mean to talk for 10 minutes, but I need some YouTube therapy about this. I almost got Pom Pom, my emotional support penguin. I was going to have him in the video with me because I needed some comfort. But I'm like, no, it's not quite Pom Pom level, but it's getting there. It's just I just can't. I just don't have a lot of faith in humanity. I thought art was like the one thing, and just the human touch was the one thing we valued on some level, at least in some industries. And it's like, no, money, efficiency, profit, that's it. It breaks my heart, but that's reality. And I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of where we are, where we're going. I think a lot of people are in denial and unaware of just how far AI has progressed, and I understand it still isn't quite conscious. It isn't quite what's the term I'm looking for? Sentient, but it's duplicated humanity, and you can't tell the difference. And we know it's not, but you can't tell the difference. So, the next step really doesn't really matter. It's like already here. So, yeah. I'm gonna go. Bye.